Hey, so do you ever like put on a cute lip color and then you realize it's gonna get ruined because you have to put your mask on? I know I'm not the first person to have this discovery, but I feel like every time it happens, it's like the first time. Like, it definitely occurs to me, like when I'm gonna be out in public, like if I'm gonna have my mask on the entire time, obviously no point in putting on lipstick, but for something like this, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be in my car, I'm gonna be filming, I'm gonna be by myself, but I forget that like 60 seconds that I actually have to go in and grab the item that I'm gonna be eating or drinking in this case. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, hi, how do we do? I feel like it's not too smudged. I just need to be worried about cat hair over anything else. Okay, so I'm trying the new vegan Starbucks drinks. I have one of them only. So I'm gonna have to go to a different Starbucks to get the other one. So I am right now in Torrance. I live in San Pedro, and the Starbucks closest to my house didn't have both of them, I guess, in stock. They had run out. So I came down to this Starbucks in Torrance because they did have both of them, but in the amount of time it took me to like have them in my cart and like drive down here and then place my order, one of them was out. So I only have one, and this is the iced chocolate almond milk shaken espresso, and the other one that I'm going to get in just a second is the iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. I also got a plain toasted or warmed bagel. By plain, I mean it doesn't have anything on it. It's the sprouted grain bagel, which for some reason is the only one that Starbucks calls vegan, even though I think some of their other ones probably are. But yeah, I haven't had lunch yet. It's like 12:30 maybe, and I felt like it wasn't a good idea to have this much coffee on an empty stomach, so I got a bagel. Okay, I'm gonna give this a try. Oh, it's very mild. Do I need to shake it? Because the taste that I just had didn't really taste like much. I think the top is all the milk. Maybe that's why, okay, she offered me a straw, and I was like, oh, I don't need a straw. Maybe people are stirring it? Because yeah, all the goodness is down at the bottom. It just tastes like milk. I mean, I guess some of these are meant to kind of blend together over time, and like as you drink it, it gets stronger, but this is like not any coffee flavor at all. Okay, I'm gonna put this in my cup holder. We're gonna drive down to the other Starbucks together, and I'm gonna pick up the brown sugar one. Okay, so the other one is the iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. It is $4.95 for a tall. I'm placing my order now. All right, let's go. So I went through a phase where I was eating these bagels a lot. It was like when I had early mornings, like pet sitting and stuff, and they're not good. Like, I mean, they're not bad, but they're not good. Like, they're not anything that I would want to spend my money at Starbucks on. But like for a long time, they've been pretty much the only vegan option that Starbucks has. And like now they have hit peas, they have popcorn, they have a couple types of, I mean, I guess they probably have always had like potato chips and stuff. And you can get oatmeal. Their oatmeal is actually pretty good. I get their blueberry oatmeal, but that's like hard to eat in the car. You don't want to eat that while you're driving. So for like the hands-free, or I guess this isn't hands-free, but you know what I mean. For the easy mobile meal, I would get the bagel. And they actually today came out with a vegan protein box, which is it comes with like little chickpea nuggets. I just noticed there was a crumb on my lip. Hopefully you guys didn't see it. Which the chickpea nuggets, I'm not sure if they're falafel. They seem like they're similar to falafel, but maybe not quite. And so it comes with like maybe 3 or so of those little chickpea nuggets, and it comes with mixed nuts, mixed veggies, and then like avocado spread, which I think you're supposed to dip the chickpea nuggets in. And like, guys, that doesn't look that good either. That looks like when you go to a potluck or, you know, an office party and there's like no vegan option, so you have to kind of scrounge together like random odds and ends and try to make yourself a plate and then act like you're happy about it. And like, I don't know why. I mean, like, Starbucks is one of the biggest like food and beverage companies in the world. Why do they not have a good vegan option? They should have at least one. And then they come out with these like impossible breakfast sandwiches and they can't even make that vegan. Like, aside from the bagels being like such a mediocre option, like I kind of also don't want to buy them just on principle, just because it's obnoxious. Because why don't they, because honestly I just feel like I'm getting played, like spending this much money on basic ass bagels. Okay, I'm gonna go get my other drink. I'll see you in a sec. And we're back. Okay, so I got my next coffee. This is the shaken brown sugar espresso, iced shaken espresso, brown sugar, whatever. I just said it a second ago. So as you can see, this one is like more uniform in color. It seems like it's mixed better. Okay, that's fine. I swear this parking lot is jumping today. I just like, where I was parked at the Starbucks, there was someone in the car next to me eating, and so I pulled into like a different spot and there was someone next to me eating. This is like my third spot, and even just now like someone got into the car next to me, but she drove away. So I'm gonna taste this one now. You know what? I don't know if I love this one either. I thought I was gonna like this one better than the chocolate one, and I think I do, but not by much. So I wanted to mention these are both made with Starbucks blonde espresso, which I don't think I'd ever had blonde espresso before until maybe like a week or so ago. So my recent obsession is the Starbucks soy, what is it called? Cinnamon soy milk cold foam. And I first got it on a mocha. I've had it a couple times on mocha with I get half the, whatever the number of pumps of mocha sauce. I'll get half that, and then I'll add the cinnamon soy milk cold foam, and it's really good. I feel like Starbucks mochas have a little bit too much mocha sauce to begin with, but the reason I kind of reduce it is so I can like taste the cinnamon more. And just last week I got it was a iced soy vanilla latte with blonde espresso, and I got a little bit less than the normal amount of vanilla, and then I got the soy milk cinnamon cold foam on that, and it was really good. It kind of tasted like a cross between like eggnog and cereal milk in a good way. I mean that in a good way. It was really good. So this kind of has like a similar vibe to that. It's like tastes like something baked, or like, you know, but I don't know. So we're back to the other one now, but the brown sugar one, I don't know, it doesn't taste that different from like a regular latte with like your basic sweetener. I mean, you can tell it's brown sugar for sure. It has kind of that warm and like toasty taste to it. It's good. So the thing about blonde espresso is like it doesn't have as strong of an espresso flavor as traditional regular espresso, and so I don't know if that is the reason why I'm not tasting coffee, or if it's because it's just not like blended all the way. I am starting to taste it more, but still not a lot. You know what it kind of reminds me of is those Werther's Originals candies that my grandma used to always have in her purse. Those came in coffee flavor, right? I know they're like caramel flavor, but I feel like there was one that was like a coffee caramel flavor, which is weird because this is supposed to be chocolate, and I don't taste chocolate at all. It could be also because I'm going back and forth, but I really don't taste chocolate, and I was kind of worried that the strong, like this one might have a strong chocolate flavor and affect how I'm tasting that one, but I don't taste the chocolate. It's because it's all down here. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. Okay, there, we did it. We got it mixed. Okay, let's try it. I still don't taste a lot of chocolate. Maybe a little bit. They say it's like a malt, chocolate malt powder, and to me it tastes like a slightly bitter chocolate, almost like baking chocolate or like dark chocolate. But it's not very strong. And I remember reading, okay, so a couple things that I want to share with you about these drinks. I remember reading, people were saying that these are typically, like, they're lower in sugar than your typical Starbucks drink, which makes sense because this doesn't taste super sweet. So that's one thing that I learned about these. And the other thing that I learned was during the ordering process, because I used the app and it tells you exactly like the breakdown of what is in the drink. And I noticed, so typically Starbucks has for iced beverages, and I've gone over this in a video before because I think I was confused about it for a long time. Starbucks iced drinks have 1 shot for a tall, 2 shots for a grande, 3 shots for a venti. If you order a hot drink, they have 1 shot for a tall, 2 shots for a grande, and 2 shots for a venti. So if you are ordering a hot latte and you think you're getting a venti and you're thinking like it's gonna keep you up, like I know I've definitely done that before when I needed to pull like a late night studying or something. I'm gonna get the biggest coffee they have, I'm gonna get a venti, I'm gonna be so awake, and really you would be just as wired if you get a grande. Anyway, I noticed that with these new drinks, the shaken espressos, they are doing 2 shots for a tall, 3 shots for a grande, 4 shots for a venti. And I'm assuming that is because of just flavor, because the blonde espresso doesn't have as strong of a flavor, and maybe they want to make sure you're tasting the coffee and that it's not overpowered by the rest of the stuff in the drink. I've kind of been wondering too if that is the reasoning behind the differences in espresso shots for iced versus hot. Because I think for iced you do need a little bit, because you're competing with the ice that waters it down a little bit. So maybe they feel like they need to put an extra shot in there to make sure people are actually tasting the coffee. I feel like I'm definitely feeling the coffee. Am I talking fast? I haven't even drank that much and I'm feeling like slightly wired. So yeah, this is like 4 shots of espresso and it's like 12:30 in the afternoon. That's how I get wild in quarantine, you guys, is I have caffeine past my cutoff time. So I don't know. I mean, they're the same color now. Roughly the same. You can kind of still tell this is the chocolate one. They taste the same to me, but I mean, I'm going back and forth. Give me a second. Okay, that was the brown sugar one. They taste really similar. I'm still, okay, so this one now is like thoroughly mixed and I'm still not really tasting a lot of chocolate. It's like really subtle. So if you like coffee that's not super sweet but just has like a hint of sweetness and coffee, let me rephrase that, because I feel like people think that's going to taste like strong coffee and like not sweet. But remember, it's blonde espresso, so the coffee flavor isn't that strong. So basically it's milk with a hint of coffee flavor and a hint of chocolate flavor and a hint of sweetness. I feel like, speaking of my grandma and her caramels, I feel like this is the kind of coffee that my grandma would have liked. Like, it's not super strong. It's like if you like the idea of coffee, maybe this is something that you would like. And then this one I think is a little bit sweeter. Not a lot though. I think because it is the blonde espresso, the coffee flavor, the bitter coffee flavor isn't very obvious, so you don't need a lot of sugar to like kind of neutralize it. So yeah, with this one I'm tasting more of that like toasty, warm brown sugar flavor rather than just like sugar sweetness, if that makes sense. I think that if I were to order these again, I would probably try the brown sugar one, and I think the chocolate one I don't need to try again. Let me try it again. Like, if someone gave me this, I would be excited because I love coffee. Like, if it was free, if my friend got one for themselves and gave me one, I would be 100% excited. But this is probably not something I would order for myself. This one I might order for myself, but I don't know. I've been really into, like I mentioned, that cinnamon soy milk cold foam thing, so I think I would probably go that route again. I've heard that some of the stores are discontinuing certain types of cold foam, so hopefully they keep the one that I like. I would also be kind of interested to try these with regular espresso, and maybe do just the one shot. I mean, if I was ordering it, if I was making up the recipe, I would probably order a grande with 2 shots of regular espresso if I could get this same drink combination and see if it tastes a little more coffee-like. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop babbling now because it is almost 1 o'clock and I want to hurry up and drink these before it gets too late into the afternoon, and then I can't sleep tonight. So should I rate them? I should probably rate them. This is the brown sugar one. I would maybe give, we'll say an 8 out of 10. Which I feel like sounds contradictory because I wasn't super fond of either of them. It's good, my personal preference, I might order something else. And then the mocha one, I would maybe give that like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. Like, it's just not that special. No offense, little mocha coffee. Okay, I'm gonna end this video. I'm getting weird. Caffeine's kicking in. I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Thank you.